Hey folks, welcome back to an episode here, Scale to Freedom podcast, a place where you come to understand all the different technology, the team, and the thinking behind getting freedom in your life. And today we have an absolute legend. This guy has been all over the internet teaching people about AI cloning. Nipun, welcome to Scale to Freedom, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, mate, it's really good to have you. So I have been following you for some time. Some people would call it stalking, but how about we start with a little bit of your background? Yeah.
So my name is Nipun Syal. I'm from Chandigarh, India. It is one of the cleanest and safest city in India. And my background is I did a civil engineering. So I'm from not IT background. And then when I did my civil engineering, completed my BTech, I got selected as a government officer. So I was the youngest government officer. And in India, like the government job is like at this part. If somebody is into government, they treat it like, okay, the life is good. But I want to start something of my own. So I quit my job because I don't belong to a business family. I started giving coaching to people how to get into the government exam. Business was going good for the 9 years. Then COVID strike. We were having like 13 branches and then all stuck. And at that time, I can't do anything because everything was physical. Then I get to know about the marketing stuff. I started learning marketing. And then 2021, I get to know about Russell, Alex, and then like now I'm the second affiliate in the world promoting Alex Hormozi 100 million money model. I got awarded by Russell Brunson for generating 10 millions in sales. I've been on stages like I did in this year only. I am into 9+ countries for doing my workshop.
Yeah. So, you're just saying before we started this recording that you've been in Singapore and then you're now in Malaysia. You're off back to India again soon. You've been traveling around speaking a lot. So, bit of an interesting background there. You've gone out of the government sort of sector into marketing, and so you run a GHL, Go High Level agency. So how long have you been running that for, and what does that particular platform help you with?
So Go High Level, I'm into Go High Level from last 4 years. But at that time, like everybody, when somebody opt in for Go High Level, they start figuring out how to use that and other stuff. My exact transition comes when I went to US. Like I met Varun in Singapore, and Varun said, "Come to GHL event in Dallas." I went over there, and I was like 2 days. I was seeing lots of people on the stages. I don't know anyone, and I was the only one from India among 250 people, and lots of people are getting awards, and I was like, what they are getting, how exactly you can get it. And at that time when the event was over, I was feeling like a little bit disappointed because it's the first time, I don't know the people, and I'm introverted. The people who are watching, like they are introverts, so sometimes you feel like awkward, like how to talk to everyone. And then suddenly GHL team came to me and said, do you want to give a testimonial? And at that testimonial, say, next time you will see me, I love the energy. And next time you will see me as a speaker or award winner. The people who don't know about GHL and they know like there are three awards: platinum, diamond, and gold. Gold is like starting, then platinum, then diamond. Diamond is about 1,000. And I said, let's manifest something. And I took a pic at in front of Diamond Award. So what I learned from Elon Musk and other people, like if you want to target the top one,
Yes.
and at that time no idea like how exactly we are going, how to do, let's just, I was just checking out. And in the October, like October 2025, I got oh sorry, I got first gold award, and then I got also diamond on the same stage.
Wow.
I am and I am the only one like from the world highest population in India who has diamond or gold award from GHL.
Yeah. It is a significant award, folks. And for those people who are hearing here, what Nipun just said there, Elon Musk said always reach for the highest level. If you reach low and you don't hit it, you end up very low. But if you reach high, if you go for the top one, you might not get it. Don't be disappointed, but at least you're going for it. And then if it's a little bit lower than that, it's a lot higher. So you reach for diamond, you got gold and diamond. Congratulations for that. That is a really big achievement, folks. I've been in that space for a long time. I've got a gold and close to the platinum sort of level. So gold is 100 clients. Platinum is diamond is 1,000. That is a big achievement. 1,000 clients in your GHL agency is a very successful agency. And let's actually dig into that a little bit deeper. So you've grown very fast, and you're not like me, you're not grey with stress and worry. So you must be doing something right. What has been the key to your growth and still allows you to travel? Like, you're obviously traveling a lot. So that's freedom to me. So what's been the key to that success?
So in my like I am into business in 16 years, but for marketing last 4 years, the biggest bottleneck for me was I was the smartest person in the room every time if I'm hiring people. And every time I was dependent on humans, like every task. If I want to develop a website, now GHL made his AI made it lots of easy. But earlier, like if going back 5 years, 7 years back, you need to hire a developer. And then if you want to change something according to the vision and how you are thinking, hey, I want a CRM, then again you need to mess and then things takes time. But after AI, the first thing what I see is like, okay, it helped me to automate my business. Like whatever right now, whatever I'm doing, I don't want to do it again. So that's what in my mind. Right now, if I'm on your podcast, there is one camera which is just recording me so that my team can take some clips out of it. And how my team will take first AI agent will check the transcript and fetch what are the important things Nipun was saying. And then only video editor come. So see now how the process of automation work. We still need humans, but process are quite fast. And now team needs not to listen the whole podcast. From the AI will detect that, and then from that it will do it. And then the second part was every time when I'm traveling, the biggest thing is if I want to shoot the videos and if I want to run the ads, they need my face and
Mm,
my like video editing team and everything is dependent on me. Like in the last, I need to check that. So that's where I come up with the concept that is called clone the founder. I think that every time when there is something going wrong, we don't blame ourselves. We started blaming the circumstances, like my team is not good, but we never admit as an entrepreneur, like we are doing something wrong, I think. And in that case, I said, Nipun, I am the biggest bottleneck in my business, nobody else. And if I take like vacations for 7 days, things will get messed up. And then I come to the concept called clone the founder. And not it's about looks. Now I have cloned, like there is some webinar going on, that is again my cloning. How I think, because lots of organization they have vision, mission, everything, but this is in their mind or on the walls, not in your teams. And how you decide the things are still your team is not able to figure out how you decide this and this that. But what if you clone your brain and see in this case how Nipun decide? Now have built a Claude scale where how it thinks like this. And majorly the problem is like what I see when people start after 1 2 tries, they say that AI is not good, this is not good, but they never deep dive into it. And if I am cloning myself, I have 16 years of experience of my failures and of my success. So failure, I take it as learning, as a positive word. So that takes time to clone. That takes time. When what it is cloned, you have your legacy. So that's what my
mm.
take is.
Yeah. Look, folks, this is key, very much a key to when you think about freedom. You got to have that ending goal and you've got to actually exit. You've got to have this strategy in place to so that you don't become the bottleneck. And that's what Nippon telling us here. Like, how do you clone yourself? How do you get it out of your head? How do you get every decision that you are currently having to make and get AI to actually leverage the AI? So it's very interesting. I'm sure I'm going to invite you back into a workshop and everything on that and on exactly how to clone the founder. That'll be a great workshop to attend. But I guess just share with some of the people, what are some of the steps? If people are going, what does it mean to clone the founder? What does that mean? What are the elements that you got to start to think about?
Okay, so we'll start with cloning the founder has 4 steps. First is clone your brain. So how you are writing your emails, I'm taking like a Claude as an example. There be some other software which is over right now. I treat Claude as my go-to from whom I can talk 24 hours. I created my brain in that I called clone blueprint. how I think, what are my colors, so that everything gets standard. What are my frameworks? Because sometimes even I'm not following my framework because it's a human brain and we made mistakes. So I always go to this and see this is what I'm doing. And then if I am forgetting one of my framework, it comes over there. And how I write, this is the cloning brain framework. What's your brand color, everything. That is what I call clone blueprint. Once clone blueprint is in the place, now the Claude has one clone blueprint, one how you write an email, how you write captions. These are the things. Second layer is how you look and how you speak. Now, the biggest struggle is to get someone's attention because people are impatient these days. Now, from the TikTok reels, we have an attention span of hardly 1 to 2 seconds. In that, they will decide, okay, otherwise, they are going to the next. Same is getting into our work. As an entrepreneur, we get lots of ideas and we get distracted a lot. So, second thing is cloning your face and voice. So, in that second step, we make a clone of people where they are doing the talking videos. Just like from here, I can create my clone and my voice. Cloning looks is easier as the softwares are getting better day by day. But cloning voice is a bit difficult because that's where people recognize it's not Nipun's voice, it's robotic voice. That is
Yes.
second layer. Now, people on social media or everywhere, they are not there to educate themselves, they are there to entertain themselves. We are scrolling Instagram, or if you're scrolling TikTok, you are not there to educate, you are there to entertain. And then in that entertainment part, third, we add cinematic clone, where you are driving something, doing some cool stuff. So that is the third layer. And in that third layer, we add the monetization. Lots of people play with the tools, but they are not able to monetize that. Now,
Mm.
that third layer is where you are doing automated webinars. You are running ads, your AI clone is running ads, and on the cloud, you have attached your ads manager as well. So there is one more team member who is taking care of ads. Right now, from one click, I rolled out 30 creatives in the ads. But I don't have time to check that 30 creative. My team, again, they are not able to figure out which is working. But we have an API connection. We tell Claude, hey, check it out. And then the fourth layer is your freedom. Once you figure out how your business, how leads come and how leads go, at what time you need to have your review ask, because you need to ask right thing at right time. If your client is annoyed and you are asking for a review, it messed up. And all on the top, we are. So AI is not above us. AI is still at our lower end of us. We are taking care of everything. They are just helping us out. So these are the layers we use. And I called it as easy framework.
Yeah, and you make it sound very easy, and it actually is. But
Yeah.
just like you said at the start, set your goal. There's four parts to it. Just do one part at a time, all right, and you'll eventually get there. And a lot of people go, "Oh, that's a great thing. I'll do that," and then they forget about it. They don't put it in the diary. They don't spend the time, and then next month they are still in the same place where they haven't got freedom.
Here I want to add, like, the people who are watching it, they might think that okay, there's lots of tool. I can give you a very short exercise under 30 seconds, and you can do it while watching this podcast or after this podcast. That is called easy framework. And you need to do it for one thing, like you need to solve only one problem first. Do not go for every problem in your entire life. So that easy framework is E, evaluate where you are the bottleneck. Just write only one thing. Do not write I am this, write only one thing first. A, try to automate that. And then
Mm,
third, S, which I call scale. Then scale that automation. Or third word, which is my favorite, sell. Because
mm,
lots of people are going for the perfect product, but they are not able to sell it. And once
yeah,
you do these three steps, why is your freedom?
yeah, your freedom. It's so true. Everybody talks about it. I want to create a business of freedom, but they just don't take the right actions. And in this AI world, some people are scared of it, some people don't like it, that it's there and it's there to help us. And as you said, humans sit on top, AI sit underneath. And if you flip the script
Yeah.
and you rely on AI to be your thinking, you might be in danger there, I would say, that's for sure. Mate, some really good stuff. So you're now free. You would actually say free now. You've created this very successful business. You now got Scale, the founder, which is a brand that you have. And so in this easy framework, if somebody is out there and they're going, okay, then what are the things, what was that step? It said easy, evaluate, all right? So we're out there evaluating. So what are some people just need this spelled out to them very clearly? How do you come up with that first thing? Try and do one thing at a time. How do you come up with that first one? Because I know myself, if I was doing an evaluation, my head would fill up with all these different things.
So my internet connection is not stable.
It's okay. We'll cut this little section out. Not a problem. So Nipun, when we're talking about evaluate, so I know that some of the clients that I work with, they work in chaos. In other words, they're trying to do 15 different things at the same time. So if they'd done an evaluation, they wouldn't find one. They'd find 20 different things. How do you determine which one to do first or which one to do second or which one to do third? Have you got a process or some tips that you can help people to really understand what that evaluation, because I think that's a really important, if they don't get started well, they'll never get to the end.
It's a nice question. So first, there is two type of things going on with the business. If business is on starting stage, then money is more important than time. But once your business grows, then your time is more important than money. So here, if you are in starting of your business, you need to see what things you want to automate, which give you most of the money. Second, if you are already in a scaling stage and you want to go 10x, 7x, then your time is more important than money because now you know your decision matters a lot and you need to focus on scaling. So take the task which saves most of your time so that you can focus on to go into 7x.
You make it sound so simple, but it isn't it? It really is simple. It's just a matter of picking one, all right? What is the problem and solving the problem? So depending on where you are, if you need money, fix the money automations first. Yeah, if you're into scale, fix the things that will make you scale and give you the freedom. It really is that simple. So Nipun, this has been great. Folks, please make sure you just go back and have a re-listen to what Nipun's actually saying here today. There's some real gold nuggets. Keep the easy principle. There's 4 processes. There's really a framework here that you can pick up and go for it. But I'm sure people are going to be wanting to know more, Nipun. So if you want to give us a bit of an idea of how people can get in contact with you and if they want to reach out and know a little bit more.
Sure. See, like generally I charge like somewhere upon 97 to $497 for a consultation of 30 minutes. But people who jump on a podcast, they are willing to learn something because there is lots of distraction. Out of that distraction, you are coming to a podcast to listen, to understand. That's where you have taken the first step. So for this, I generally do that 30 minutes consultation for free. But once this podcast is released, I will give a link which will be valid for 3 days only to 5 days. So in 3 to 5 days, who will watch KELVIN podcast, they can book up a call and I can totally, or no sales pitch, nothing. I will just audit what exactly you want to. And in 30 minutes, I will try to figure out how I can help you.
Fantastic. So there you go, folks. We're going to be looking for in the links below and the link to our scaletofreedom.biz, all right, is our website. So that's where you'll be able to go. You'll be able to see Nipun in there and there'll be links in there that are only valid for 3 days after this podcast goes live. So get in and make sure of it. You'll be able to go on and follow him on Facebook, etc. as well. Nipun, it's been absolutely fantastic. I will invite you back, all right, to come along to one of our Scale to Freedom workshops where you can actually unpack your frameworks a little bit more. And we'll invite people along those as well and make sure we actually help as many people as we can to get to freedom. Any last things you wanted to add before we actually sign off today?
So I want to say in the last, whenever you get stuck somewhere, just read the name of the podcast, Scale to Freedom. You want to scale to freedom. And whenever you think that it's getting difficult, remember it's my easy framework. So everything is easy. Just it's in your mindset which makes the things difficult.
Keep it
That's
easy.
from my side.
Fantastic. Really appreciate your time today, Nipun. Folks, that's the end of another episode here of Scale to Freedom, a place where you can come to listen to some experts who have done the job, who have actually made it easy for you to be able to get that freedom that you are looking for in life. So thanks again. Please make sure you like and share. Get this in as many hands as possible. So much more that happens within the framework as well and with inside of our workshops. But for now, see you all later. Bye-bye now.